We are in the Tees Valley, and this is mostly a freight route, which means we've got some Rumbly Boys on offers. Well, I'm sorry then, the Boston Transport News then. We've got a Rumbly Boy. We've got a helicopter. What? That's not a helicopter, AJ. That's a train. Yes. It's a locomotive nicknamed the Chopper. Because they make a chop. Listen to it. It has so many eyes. It does. It does. And that's the old-fashioned head code system that it's got on the front there. You'll see that when we did the Spirit of Steam route, that was the old system of head codes. So those clips on the front were kind of used for those. And then soon after all these diesels were introduced. I know they're lights. That's fine. Look, we're Thomas the Tank Engine kids. You know that. Like, these things have eyes. I don't know where the eyes on that one would be. But I know where the eyes on this one would be. It's Class 37. You guys know I love this. This is one of my top 3 favourite locomotives of all time. Diesel locomotives. But that means it's up there in the top 10 all time. Top 10 all time of all combined classes. Pound for pound favourites. And it's magnificent. This version is the 37/5. It's painted in British Rail Freight, which was their freight sector. And specifically this version with the blue and yellow. You see it there. There's the blue and yellow, what would you call it? Diagonal things. The 37 has somehow outlasted significantly newer power in service because it is awesome. That is why. I also like the fact that a lot of locos, after a while, got this high-intensity headlight in the front of the, on the front of them. And especially with these lights being added at some point, it looks like it's got a permanently shocked face. It's like it's going... it's like, ooh, where are we going today? It's very cute. For such a loud, rumbly boy. I'm pretty sure there was a Class 37 in Thomas in later series. Yeah, I think once Reverend W. Audrey, because obviously he grew up in the steam era, so when diesel started coming in, he was like many people, like, what are these stupid polluting boxes scrapping my steam? It's the rail freight sectorization logo. Yes, well, this specific one is denoting the metal sector. And, well, that kind of ties in with the theme of the line and the name of the stream today, which is also totally not a reference to an episode of Doctor Who involving the Cybermen. So, yeah, you get a lot of freight traffic on this line. You do get some passenger work as well. There we go. And you get to do some stuff with an 08. Little 08 there, living there, ready to, you know, fob some trucks. What does my dad like to say? When he's discussing his plans for his model railway, he's got a Class 08 model, and he's like, it's just there to bother some trucks. I'm like, do you mean shunt wagons? He's like, yes, bother some trucks. It just makes it sound like they're going to go up to these wagons and be like, excuse me, can I bother you for a second? I need to move you over there. Oh, all right, then. And there are some passenger services on this route, which initially were handled by this, the Class 101 DMU, which is one of the first ever generation of diesel multiple units in the UK ever. You can see there it was built between 1956 and 1960. These were only retired in the late 80s, early 90s, so these would have been pretty old by now. But these would have been the very first generation. They also have like bus-based transmission. Most diesel locomotives don't. You just press power and they go. This actually has a kind of manual transmission going on. But what we're going to do instead is we're going to run a passenger service to start with this, which is also another old boy. It's looking particularly shabby because they were being retired around this time in the late 80s in real life. So this one's coming to the end of its life. Going to see Bullet Train this afternoon. Oh, well, those Twitch ads have obviously worked on you then, kid. I'm joking. I think these were replaced by 165s and 166, and I guess Sprinters up north. Yeah. Well, these would have been replaced in the 80s by Sprinters and... Pacers. Sorry, I just get an allergic reaction whenever I say the word pacer. Sorry, moving on. But there's an interesting scenario available that we're going to start with today. Now, mostly, drop off the looted wagons, collecting empties and all that good stuff, you know. But drive this loco-hauled passenger service from Darlington to Saltburn. So, hang on. Saltburn run around. Okay, so there's no run around. Right, okay, so... Networkers up, no chance. Yeah, so... Saltburn run around. I guess we can do that at the end of the... So, yeah. We're going to run... Sorry, JPS. We're going to run a passenger service, 7:29 in the morning, originating in Bishop's Auckland, heading to Saltburn, which is at the eastern end of this route. And you'll see why it's loco hauled. If normally a passenger service on this route is a DMU, technically that is still the case here. Except it isn't. So, basically, stop location, Deansdale. Well, firstly, what we're going to do is open the door. And, yeah, there's our loco. 31264. There. It's info panel there. 31.1, 107 tons. Brake force tons, 48. Route availability, 5. Max speed, 90 miles an hour. All right, there's our target. And if we look over here, yeah, here's the DMU. They've basically modelled, and this may have happened quite a bit because, as I said, these were getting pretty old by this point as well. It's basically modelling what happens if the DMU just conked out. Like, quickly, send a loco to pull it. So we're hauling a 2-coach trip. Now, we're also putting some newspapers down over there. And let's have a quick look at the departures. Departures. Saltburn, 0742. Bishop Auckland, Middlesbrough, Saltburn. 742 platform 1. Is that us? No, it can't be. We're already supposed to have left. I've travelled part of this route IRL, at least the line through Gateshead Metro Centre. Oh, yes. What does route availability mean? Basically, it's a shorthand for how heavy the loco is. It's kind of goes up. Like, if the higher the number is, the less routes it's available on. It can work on because of its size and its power and everything. So this 5 was kind of average. And obviously, there'd be certain routes with their own kind of route. Oh, hang on. No, just open the door. Look at this cab. Yeah, it's lived a bit of a life, this one. Look at that. Bit dented and faded. In need of a love. In need of some love. But we can open the windows because it's a nice summer's day in August. And we're going to sit down here. And we're already massively late, probably, but I don't care. So let's fire this thing. We got a foot warmer. Whoa. You know, I don't need it. I need a foot cooler on a day like today. That's demister. Again, I don't think we'll be needing that on a day like today. Wiper. See above. Master key. On. Reverser. Forwards. Horn. Nice. Morning. Ooh, headlights. Okay, those are the only ones. Right, okay. So, I think... where's the... Hang on. Train brake off. And, should we give it some power? Power! Hang on. Jump around! Jump up, etc. This train is Clarkson. It is. Actually, we need to give it some more power. Full throttle! Oh, away we go. Windows are open. We've got our cup of tea. And, yeah, we're out of here. Onwards. Out of Darlington Station. Oh, and the game is not handling our sudden departure from Darlington Station very well. And in fact, we can now go down, slow down a bit. Oh, lovely. I mean, to be honest, I'm like, wow, the acceleration's really far. We're literally hauling 2 coaches. This is a Volga display. I'm trying to remember how much power a 31 has. Oh, hello. Uh-oh. Whoops. We need to slow down a little bit there. It's fine. It's fine. Speed limit 125 miles an hour. With this, well, it says it can do 90. So, you know, we'll be trying to find that out. For now, though, 35 miles an hour. That's more than enough. Nice. Now, if I remember rightly, that's a pipe something. Looking over there, there's the second man seat. Handbrake released. Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that. Now, some of these old locos, well, some newer ones as well, actually, have like an actual hot plate. So you can literally plonk like a kettle down. 2,200. Well, the thing is, the Class 37, I know off the top of my head, has 1,750 horsepower. Now, try not to do a James Main zone out at this point, but part of the power classification for these diesel locos and the way they're numbered is this would originally have been a Type 3, so hence why it's numbered 31. So anything numbered 30, it's not strictly true. Sometimes there'll be too many classes for a certain grouping. But that would give you an indicator of how much horsepower they'd have. So I'd imagine this would have around 1,500, maybe 1,250. Because I know a 37 at the higher end of Type 3 would have, I think the upper maximum was, because I think a Type 5, which is like a Class 50 or a 55 Deltic or a 52 Western, they'd have like 2,500 to 2,750. So, I'm just remembering that off the top of my head. Meantime, we're off. Meantime, we are off. Maybe we could do 125 on a steep hill going down. It'll do its best. Alright, our first stop's Dinsdale, and we're already late for it. Aha, whistle, you say? I can do that. Honk. I think I did the trick. Honk. Right. Can we hit 60 miles an hour before the next bit? Well, we've got 2 miles. 2 miles before we have to slow down. 56, 57, 58, 59. And that'll be 60. And we're just going to let off a little bit there. And we're just going to let off there. Do 1.5 till our destination. 1,470. Ah, okay, there you go. So that makes sense. I wondered if it was around 1,500 horsepower, so there you go, just under. So I don't think these, or 1,170 at the rail, yeah. I think it was based on, you know, like engine horsepower figures. Oops. Lovely sunny morning in the Tees Valley. In Tees Valley. Yes, JBS, you're right. Supposed to be set categories. So you had class like zeros, so the 08 for not much horsepower at all. 10s, so like, I don't know, your class 14, 15, 16, 17, stuff like that. For Type 1s, Type 2s would be the 20s, Type 3 30s, Type 4 40s, Type 5 50s. And oh my goodness, we've got a sub from Rainmeister, and we really should be slowing down for the station. Nay's arrived as well. Hello, Nay. How you doing, bud? '20th month in a row, you absolute legend. There was me setting a sub goal for 150 by the time summertime officially ends in the end of September. But we're 25 there. I'll take that. That's lovely. At some point they decided we're done with that. I think they just ran out of numbers to allocate to certain trains. Oh, there we go. There's our answer. Brake's pretty good on this thing. And now we have 700s and 800s. Yeah, exactly. Oh. Actually, we do still need to stop here. Uh-oh. Old vacuum brake loco. So they don't... Do you want to... it takes a moment for them to kick in. There we go. There we go. Nice. There we go. Unlock the doors of our DMU. Or at least all bi-mode units. Yeah, there you go. Mainly going to be lurking, but I wanted to say hi. Thank you, Sudoku Nerd. Hello. Hope you're having a good day. Was AJ speeding? No! No, actually wasn't. Chat, back me up on this one. I wasn't. 700s are a mess. Yeah, it's almost like ordering an entire fleet of... Oh, hang on, the 700... No, I'm getting confused. I was thinking about the 800s, actually. The original 700s are actually what runs through my station as Thameslink services. They're mostly okay, but I know there's other sub-variants that will... There's just loads of them that are all over the place. I will not take 707 slander. I mean, the category. Oh, I see, like the way they're numbered. Yeah, fair enough. Need time at the other end. How are things going back here? Good. All right, then, let's go. Accelerating from a standing start to 60 miles an hour. Oh. Oh. Off we go. We're supposed to be there in under a minute. Absolutely love Doctor Who. Hey, there you go. So there we go. I'm figuring if anyone, I'm of the very boring opinion that if a train gets me where I need to go on time, it's good enough. Well, ultimately that's what they're built for, Vic, so, you know, not that controversial opinion at all. Why did it suddenly slow to 30 miles an hour? You didn't need that. You don't need that kind of negativity in your life. Yeah. Vic's just of the very boring opinion that as long as something does its job correctly, I like it. Well, you know. Alright, so 1.3 miles to Tees-Side Airport. If this is the age of steel, I think I should be looking out for Zeppelins piloted by Cybermen. Yeah. Watch the skies. We'll have to watch the skies. Honk.
It will be deleted. The Cybermen are the superior race.
City beam. Never forget, by the way, years before Broken Matt Hardy, the Cybermen popularized
delete, 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 delete.
And Roger Lloyd Pack being an insane, terminally ill man who's been... Yes! He was like the evil overlord who... Because the whole thing of it, for that episode, it was a parallel universe they'd fallen into. They'd fallen into parallel universe London, where Roger Lloyd Pack, basically, his character was like sort of Elon Musk. He was like a British Elon Musk. Matt Hardy sounded cooler doing it. Oh, I don't know.
Delete, delete.
A cyborg doing it was always going to be pretty entertaining. But yeah, I love the fact that in this alternate universe, the Cybermen had never existed, but then Roger Lloyd Packer was terminally ill. It was like Richard Branson gone off his rocker. Was like, I have created the ultimate fusion of man and machine to keep me alive. The Cyberman. And the Doctor was like, oh, for crying out loud. Now, listen, right, you don't even... Oh, God. No, meantime. Uh-oh. Whoops. Oops. No, I don't want to restart the game. Is there no way I could just restart from the... No, never mind. Lancia breaks. Oi! No! So, what we're going to do, I think, is we're just going to put it in reverse. And we're just going to back it up. Oh, no. Take the brakes off. There we go. Backwards. Now, the signal behind us has probably gone to red already, so us backing up will probably be like, oh my God, you spadded! Well, technically I didn't. But then I did. Sort of. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Going for reverse. Look normal. Look normal. Look normal. I only drive EMUs. Probably for the best. Right, trundling is occurring. Okay, we haven't spadded yet. Oh, okay. Let us have that one. Actually, I know what's going to happen. It probably won't acknowledge us backing back in, so it'll still be stuck on the red. There we go. Look, I've got it spot on. I don't know what you're talking about. Spot on the marker. The gargoyle. Yeah. The slightly harsh name that these locos got. You know, they're not the most aesthetically pleasing, but they do the thing. They're just trying to do a good job. Don't look shame it. Alright, meantime, let's have a look around, shall we? Look at that, all the passengers getting off now, like. There's a surprising amount of people that want to go to Teesside Airport. I thought it would have been just Teesside Airport. Ooh. Well, here's the map of the line we're going on. There's Darlington, Deansdale, Teesside Airport, Allens West. I thought that said Aliens West for a second. I like them. Yeah, me too. Eagles Cliff, Thornaby, Middlesbrough, Cargo Fleet, South Bank, Grangetown, Redcar British Steel, Redcar Central, Redcar East, Longbeck, Marsker, and Saltburn. There you go. And now that we are running quite a bit behind schedule, yeah, I suspect what we're going to get done on, but we'll just restart from the checkpoint, thankfully. Contact the signal. I need to... Your train appears to be off path. Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, it kind of is. So, Oh no, we're still in reverse. Wait a minute. Hang on. Wait a minute. We're still in reverse. There we go. I know what I'm doing here, you know. Ooh, it's a nice bus going by. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Any bus enthusiasts in the chat? There you go. I've got you covered. Oh, hello. Morning. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. So, were we waiting for that train to go through for this one to go green again? Inching up, inching up, inching up, inching up. Excuse me. Can I go now? Can I go now? No. Hack the junction box. Let me do something with these. Yes. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. I don't think it's going to. I don't think this is going to go well. I think we are going to have to just take the pain. I like the thought. I'm just like. What? No, you can't go through. You're driving shit. Something appears to be slightly wrong here. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Look, listen. Let's just get this over with. We know what's going to happen. Let's just get this over with so we can restart from the checkpoint and pretend none of this happened. Appropriate that we're talking about Doctor Who because we're going to do some Time Lord. Go on, spad me. Spad me furiously. Spad me, daddy. There you go. Right. Load the last checkpoint. So I think this time, concept. How about we actually break to get spadded? You absolute spad. Hey! Oh, brilliant. Okay. So our checkpoint was actually here. Okay, brilliant. That works. Righty-ho then, let's go. Oops, no, don't. Now go. Now go. As Dora the Explorer would say, we did it, yay! Off we go! And this time it's very much green, thank you! Which is had to go and hack with the space-time continuum. Counts as success, it was! And off we go. We've got to get to Allen's West. Allen's West. Oh, the absolute clagfest. Oh. Oh. Oh, hello. Morning. Alright, off we go to Allen's West. I apparently can't say the word Allen now without thinking of your man from Small Soldiers. Well, your boy from Small Soldiers. What is your name? I am Archer, emissary of the Morganites. And who are you? I'm Alan, now shut up. Greetings, Alan, now shut up. High visibility clothing must be worn. No. Bloody health and safety in it. Yeah, don't drive across this. Good. Don't drive across this crossing, that would end very badly for you. In fact, we are currently using the same locomotive that was used in that segment of Top Gear where they did about rail safety. It was a Class 31 that they used to crash into a Renault Espace. I think it was a Renault Espace, wasn't it? They just used to annihilate a Renault Espace. Let's be honest, Jeremy Clarkson was there, just like, oh yeah, we have a chance to do something good and something helpful. And also obliterate a terrible car. I'm down for that. Bouncing and bumbling along. Oh yeah, look at that. People on this DMU must be like, what? This is the fastest thing ever? Normally my train only manages to get up to about 50 if we're lucky, with a headwind. Uh-oh. I better start slowing down. You can start slowing down now, that would be lovely. That would be tickety-boo. Some signal box there. Crossing. Morning. There's an old semaphore there. I say semaphore, I'm not sure when they were replaced on this route. The little marshalling yard over there as well. Might be carriage siding once upon a time. Now we're just going to coast in nice and smooth into Allen's West. This time what we're not going to do is overshoot by about, I don't know, West Yorkshire. We are now approaching Allen's West. Change here for services to somewhere and somewhere else. If I was a little bit overcautious for that stop, you'd be right, I was. You know, once bitten, twice shy and all that. Allen's West. there's a bench, so I guess that's something. Now, facilities at station these days. I get Yorkshire News, but live in Nottinghamshire. Explain that. You're just keeping up with the neighbours? I don't know. Time. Deploy the map. There we go. Ah. I would say always look both ways before crossing the... Just don't cross the tracks in general. Just don't do that. There's a bay plat... Well, not a bay, but it's just a siding there. I wonder what that is, / was for. Let's go back aboard and get this thing on the road. No. We are now approaching Dartford. No, we're a bit far away from Dartford. Alan West sounds like a British... I get what you mean, like British Superman. Clark Kent for the American Superman, and now Alan West. Just as long as he's not Gammon Man. Anyway, oh yes. The Rumble. Mate, it's 10 to 8 in the morning on a Thursday. I don't care. Wakey, wakey. Look alive, sunshine. We out here. We do actually need more British superheroes. We do. Well, it was learning recently about the existence of Agent Carter. I was like, actually, you know what? You know what? I think I could... Oh, no. I could finally get into this Marvel business after all. Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, back it down, back it down. Here we go. Eagles Cliff is literally just round the corner, so there we go. Sounds like a relative to Fred and Rose West. You know, I didn't want to say it. Excuse me. And on the brakes. I said on the brakes. I said on the brakes. There we go. Lovely. So we're about 3 minutes behind. That would be nothing to do with the fact we did 3 minutes of faffing around back at, it wasn't Middlesbrough, it was Darlington, that's right. At Darlington Raceway. We're now at Eagles Cliff. Not Eagle Jeff Cliff. If Jeremy Clarkson had been charged of naming it, it became like an eco station. It would be the Eagle Cliff Jeff. The Eagles Cliff Jeff. Thrust. 3 minutes behind is basically on time for now. Isn't it? Yeah, we're doing fine. It's the kind of thing where you like say to the passengers, I'm sorry we're running a bit late. Are you? Well, yeah, we're 3 minutes behind. You're early. Oh. How late is the normal guy? We're lucky if it even turns up. Oh, all right, then fine. All right. It's like, sorry I'm running a bit late. Don't worry, we're grateful you're even running. I mean, is that bad? What, 3 minutes behind? Well, you know, it's not on time, but... Maybe this is another, you know, I always like the Japanese. Maybe I share a bit of the Japanese mentality, where they consider a train as late if it's 30 seconds behind schedule. It's like, this is unacceptable. Maybe part of me is like, no, you know what? I want to prove the trains can work. Let's actually be on time. Plus also my autism being, I plan things to be, I'll do things there. And then at that time, we do the thing. And then my ADHD goes, or you could just not do that. Or you could not do that. Right, so we're supposed to be at Thornaby in 2.7 miles in just under 2 minutes. So let's go. I'm confident with our superior acceleration, we should be able to get that time back by the time we're into Saltburn. I have the same mentality, to be honest. What's that? Trying to prove that trains aren't terrible. So you hold them to high standards. Like, no! I want things on time, but if they're late, they're late. Like, that's the thing. I want other things to be dead on time. But then if you ask me to be on time for something, I will find every way not to be. Right, coming up on 60 miles an hour. If he dies, sort of thinking. Yeah, exactly. Oh, look at this. 60 miles an hour, we're sitting at it. We've got to slow to 50. Give me a bit of break there. Bit of break, please. That'd be nice. Bit of break, please. That'd be nice. I would like some slowing down to happen. Oh, there's another train. Where have you come from? Morning. There we go. Oh, we're going down this way. Oh, all right then. Whoops, we're going over here now. Excuse me. No. We could briefly go up to 55, but soon we have to go to 45. No, never mind. We'll continue gradually slowing. Oh, I can hear the buying of sheep. Reminds me of a TikTok, a friend of mine on TikTok posted yesterday. She was like having the urge to when you're driving past and you see fields full of cows, to announce cow every time you see one in a field. And I was like, yes, I do that with animals as well. If I pass a field of sheep, I will announce that there are sheep in that field. I think it was when I was at the Severn Valley one of the days. There's some like sheep. There was some very adorable sheeps in some fields right next to one of the stations. It's the Lord shout cow at actual cows. It's like the cows themselves, like, yes, I know what we are. We're actually aware. It's like humans are perpetually surprised at what they've actually seen one in the wild. Oh, there's a cow! Look at that! Also reminds me of one of my most wholesome animal stories, one of my most favourite ones. I was on a holiday years ago with my family, and we were at a cottage in Devon, near Oakhampton actually, which has ended up coming back around a few times. I remember when I was down there, I was like, oh yeah, Oakhampton's the nearby town. It's the cover to Atom Heart Mother, but IRL. Oh. Alright, give me some slowdown. Give me some slowdown. There we go. So yeah, I was on holiday down in this place in Devon, this cottage in Devon. And I remember a few things about it. Firstly, the owners lived in a place like across a field or nearby. They lived in like one of the outbuildings, like old farm buildings. So there was an outdoor games room, basically in an old barn, which had a pool table and stuff in it. It was amazing. Greatest thing ever. The owners lived nearby, and they had a little pet tortoise who would sort of have this little enclosed bit in the patio in the garden to kind of roam around in at, 0.05 miles an hour. And I joked one day, I said, I bet you don't have much issues with him escaping. And they're like, no, he has escaped a few times. We found him 2 miles away in like a lay-by on the road. I was like, how? Just looking at this little tortoise, it's like, give me a moment, I'll come over to you in a minute. Like that. And he wasn't I know, right? Madness. So yeah, going to St Ives in a few weeks. Oh, that's a beautiful place. You'll love it down there. When I go to Donny, okay, this was like 2 years ago, on one of the routes goes past a field of horses, and I go, horses! Exactly, same deal. So, the other cool animal story from this thing, aside from Mr. Tortoise, Mr. Houdini the Tortoise, was, so there were some fields near, it was out in the countryside, like in some farmland, and there was a lovely field that was kind of part of the garden area for our houses, for these little houses. So I went through the garden bit and out into this little field. I think there was a little, like, barn thing with, like, an old tractor under a tarp, which is quite interesting. And just one day I went out there. It was in the middle of summer, and it was lovely. It was really nice. It was like a summer afternoon. I would sit down and doodle in notebooks and stuff out there and just write a load of stuff. Because obviously it was still in my angsty teen, tortured soul, tortured artist phase, where I was a poet, you know. I'd like to be one day again, actually. But either way, I ended up having a nap in this field, just sitting down and having a nap in this field. And it was only when I woke up that I realised that in the very next field was a herd of cows. And I only realised this when I woke up and I sat up, and about 30 feet across from me, right up against the fence, was the entire herd of cows all just stood there kind of looking at me like, is it going to move? Is the human going to move? Is it going to move? No, I don't know if it's going to move, Reg. That joke got funny 12 years ago. Oh, I still think it's funny. Shut up. Oh, look, it sat up. Oh my god, it moves. It moves. Shut up. And so I just sat up and was like, hello. Hi. Just all these cows sort of like looking at me, not threatening or anything. I was just like, hello. Morning. It's not morning. All right then, evening. And I went over to them and I started petting. But they were very shy because I suddenly started walking over and they're like, oh my god, it's moved towards us. Get back, lads, get back, get back. Then a few were like, no, it's okay. I'm going to be brave. No, don't do it, Dave. Don't do it. He'll slaughter you for your milk and your beef. No, I trusted you. Walk towards him. I'm like, pet him on the nose. And the other cows were like, yes, I want pettings as well. Me please. And it was very cute. It was just the initial moment where I woke up from my nap and sat up and I'm like, oh, this is this entire herd of like 20, 30 cows. Just all just stood there, you know, just their tails sort of wagging lazily like that. And they were just like, hello, you alright? We didn't want to disturb you. Meantime, our next stop is at Middlesbrough, and we are going past the Thornaby depot there, with some 37s in the yard, as you can see, and there's no way over there in the very distance. You just see them there. Now, when we drive the 37 in a bit, we'll see the depot plaque on it, which is a thing that British Rail did in the 80s. They put on freight locos what depot the locos were based out of, and they were represented by certain plaques with like an emblem that would represent the depot. The Thornaby depot is a Kingfisher. I don't quite know why, I have to look more into it, but others included Eastleigh depot, had a Spitfire, because it was near the old Spitfire factory during the war. There's Hither Green in southeast London, which, because Kent has Oast houses. You've got Stewart's Lane, which is Battersea Power Station. You've got St Blaise in Cornwall, which is a lizard. It's like a little gecko-looking thing. Sad fact I know, 10 of 12 native horse breeds in the UK are on the endangered... Oh, no! Well, you need to stop murdering horses, then. McDonald's aren't making their burgers out of horse meat anymore. There's no excuse. What about horse racing? Off. Alright, Middlesbrough's coming up in 1.4 miles. Do you know what? We might be in danger of making a little bit of time back here. We're not even late yet. Well, we will be in 15 seconds. We will be in T-minus 15 seconds. God, there's an alarm going off. There's an alarm going off. Ferret racing. Hey, look. Look, listen, right? Oh, hang on. Unfortunately, Hitch, I don't have mail. Shame, really. Food? No. Wasn't actually for me at all. It was for next door, but they're out. Was the alarm your doorbell? It wasn't actually. Right, where were we? Right. So we're a mile out from Middlesbrough. Middlesbroughers. Yeah, I suspect we may have made back a tiny bit of time here. Like a little bit. We've been about 3 minutes down the entire journey so far. Oops. Whoops. Okay. Middlesbrough. 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 You pronounce it how it's spelled, it is literally Middlesbrough. It's like the old joke about Loughborough, Luga Baruga. Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough. How do you pronounce Middlesbrough in the chat? Wrong answers only. Alright. Doing 25 by about now. Doing 29, so close enough. You know, close enough, really. And I was here only 2 months ago. Ooh. What was your purpose for being here? That sounded a bit serious. It was just to exist, really. No, that's valid. To take up space in the world, yes. No, that's valid too. Right. Yeah, I think we're now only 2 minutes. We've made a minute back, I think. State the purpose of your visit. That just reminds me of, I was listening to some Stormzy again the other day, because I like me some Stormzy. Yes, I know. Yes, I know, it's weird. I was worried for humanity when I saw someone on Reddit say they would rather see a Voyager in Train Sim World 2 than Spirit. Were they banned instantly? Were they banned instantly? Now, Stormzy's great, yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, you just wouldn't associate me with liking Stormzy. And to that, I say, oh, rude boy, shut up, etc. He's from Croydon, and he was from around near where I was born. So, but yeah, the other day, I found the original version of Shut Up, where it's just him, like, with his crew in, like, the park. And there's the guy there who's just like, state your name, cuz. Stormzy, innit? And what are we doing today? Ripping, innit? Ripping. 5 in the park. Oh no, there's a bit even before that where he's like looping the thing and this is like, somebody's like, what, a push bike? No. It's just randomly nattering the script. This is a bit where it's just like, state your name, cuz. Stormzy, innit? And what are we doing today? Ripping, innit? And then, you know, man tries to say a bit and then me tell my man shut up, etc. Mention your name in my tweets, oh, rude boy, shut up. Still suffering from that time I was on a Voyager for 5 hours. God, I think there's a clause in the Geneva Convention that prohibits that being a thing. You know, the Tories are trying to rip up the Human Rights Act because they really aren't trying to pretend that they're anything other than fascist anymore. That's going to be one of the first things. There is actually an article in the EU Human Rights Directive that says someone must not be allowed to be must not be trapped on a Voyager train for more than 45 minutes at a time. I still want my SE Metro London to Dartford route. Could happen. Could happen. Check my last comment. I hate how Americans say Birmingham. Birmingham? Is that what you mean? Right, I genuinely thought for a second we were going to South Park. Going down to South Park, going to have myself a time. And everywhere. Going down to South Park. The best season was the one with the World of Warcraft parody. Please don't at me on this one. The thing about cross-country is you're going to have a HST or a Voyager. Yes, I agree. London Eye, yeah. Drives me so mad. It really grinds my gears. We've got 1.7 miles before we have to stop at South Bank. Let's see if we can get to 60 miles an hour. That's the lastminute.com London Eye. Like the flipping, I don't know, Deliveroo Wembley Arena. Or some wank. Some like that. This train is truly rocking. It is. We're rocking all over Tees Valley. Tooney and Alessia Rousseau, etc. I was like, hang on a minute, why? Somebody on the broadcast in the Euros final was like, oh, we're going to be playing some status quo later, hopefully. Why? I was like, what? I hope that doesn't mean we're going down, down, deeper and down. Whatever you want, whatever you like, whatever you say, you pay your money, you win the final. I don't know. And then it came out there was that chant about Ella Toon and Alessia Russo. Which I was very happy about, because Ella Toon is my, well, I mean, yeah. Stop that. Stop that. Which is the OVO Wembley Arena. Oh, the OVO. The ovulating Wembley Arena. Which is like an emote. It is. It does. Kind of looks like a perturbed owl. It's like, we'll either be in Scotland or England since Wales are gone now. But have Wales just been like, absolutely not. We want none of that Eurovision. We want none of that Eurovision nonsense on our doorstep. Oh, Oriel's out here. How you doing, bud? No, carry on. She's a very attractive young woman. Yes. Mr. Rain, Leah Williamson fan. Spaff yourself. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Mr. Rain, Leah Williamson enthusiast Meister here. I also love the fact as well that any thirst we have about the England women's Euro team is just like utterly pointless anyway, because you know they're all gay. And that's fine. And that's cool in its own right. As one of the dreaded queer people myself, as someone who has caught the dreaded gay myself, more than here for it. I also realised, by the way, the other day, I was like, it just occurred to me, I'm like, maybe it was, maybe there's a reason I always felt like I related to Green Day growing up. And they were one of my favourite bands growing up. They still are. And I always related to Billy Joe Armstrong's lyrics. Turns out he's both bisexual and has ADHD. About that. Anyway, we're trundling into London South Bank here. Both England versus Germany with a Ukrainian ref. It seems... Do you think UEFA were like, right, what referee are we going to have for the final? It has to be Ukrainian. Why? Trust me, it just does. Trust me, it just does. Alright, we can stop now. Train, we can stop now. There you go. Waterloo East. Well, we're now to 4 minutes behind. Never mind, close enough. It's fine. It's fine. Is that Eric Ten Hag? Mate, you're a bit lost, man. It's just sort of that way. I think. Don't ask me. I don't know anything about geography. You like trains and maps. Yeah, that doesn't mean I'm good at it. You like trains and maps, and yet you're terrible at geography and can't drive trains. Yes, exactly. To be fair, it's like that whole thing about... It's normally when a director is whinging and that they got butthurt that their new film is actually terrible, and everyone is telling them that. No, actually, your film is bollocks. They get the whole like, well, you've never made a film of your own, have you? No, I don't have billions of dollars in Hollywood connections, so no, I haven't actually. But what I do have is a brain and ways to view your film and a knowledge of what I like and don't like. It's like, yeah, you don't understand good music. No, but I have ears. I genuinely use that. I had an ex-partner once. I mean, it should have been the moment she uttered that she was studying modern art at university. We were both university students at the time. But the moment she said she was a modern art student, I was like, that really should have been the red flag to end all red flags. In retrospect, it wasn't a good look. It doesn't matter where you're going. What matters is thrash. I agree. Words to live by. And there was a day where she was modern art. Art confined specifically to the area of London known Morden. Aha! See, Satanic Mills. You know we were saying about steelworks? Yeah. Yep, there it is. Lots of steel happening over there. Lots of steel being constructed. And, you know, smelted and stuff. And, I was also say, yeah, we had an argument one day over an art exhibit that was literally a bottle of water on a shelf. And she was like, it's actually a tree. And I was like, it just isn't though, is it? It's a bottle of water on a shelf. You know, I know I'm autistic, I take things literally, but I mean, that's literally what it is. You can't really, you can try and argue that it represents something else, but it just, like, I can go, like, I remember going to the Tate Modern once, and about half of it, I was like, oh, do you know what, I can see what you're doing there. It makes a bit of sense. I can kind of, you know, I can vibe with that. Whoops. I can't vibe with being, oops, that far over the speed limit. I don't know what station this is we're going through. That's where they make the Cybermen, isn't it? Now, the Tate Modern's great. You're tripping. I want to say it was the Tate Modern. It was the one on the banks of the Thames. So it was either that or the Tate Britain, I guess. But yeah, about half of it, I was like, no, I can really see what you're going for there. And I respect it. I like it. You know, I could see. I'm like, okay, I'm on board with you for this. The other half, I was like, no. This is like the Tracy Emin School of Modern Art. I'm like, no. That's the school of yourself off. That's the school of yourself off. And then smoking your own farts. Not just sniffing them, actively smoking them and inhaling them from a bomb. But yeah, that one, it ended in the end. My ex-partner, they're arguing about the water bottle. No, the tree. It was a tree. It was a water bottle. It's a tree. In the end, it literally, she went, no, you don't have an artistic eye. I went, no, I just have eyes. I don't want artistic eyes. It doesn't sound like they work very well. Makes you see things a bit weird. Is that a beard over there, or is that a flower pot? Is that a bed over there, or is that an existential crisis? No, actually, that's far too accurate. You need to do 1 mile before we get to Redcar British Steel, and it is pronounced Redcar, because the locals don't want you to be like Red Car. Haha, it's a station called Red Car. No, it's Redcar. It's like those fashion shows that show stuff that look like they're really dumb. Yeah, same sort of thing. You're like, I will go with you if you kind of go, right, here's what I'm going for with this, and I can see it. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I can go with that. I don't have to necessarily think it's good or like it. You know, it's like music. You're like, okay, I like, you know, I can see it's interesting. I can see it's doing something interesting. It's just not for me, you know? No, we really should be slowing down a bit now. As we stop at Redcar British Steel. Redcar. But yeah, you've got, yeah, there are sometimes, it's like, and then, you know, very similar. It's like a good joke and a bad joke. Sometimes I won't laugh at a joke, but I understand why it's funny. If you have to explain what your joke, it's not my fault I didn't get it. It's your fault you didn't tell it right, you know? Redcar. That's me with Marvel. Do I care about most of it? No. Just give me more Deadpool. Fair enough. I don't think you're the only one. Train, can we do a stop here? Can we do a stop? Yep. Okay. It's old. Just needs a bit of prompting. Oh, what? You need me to stop here? Okay. Still running at an average of about 2.5 minutes down. That's an excellent coat there. And that's an excellent moustache, sir. So I need to ask, are you like an undercover cop? Teesside Police. DCI Davis over here. DCI Davis over here. Like, shut up, I'm undercover. This was or still is the least used station in Britain. I don't think it is anymore because it's closed. There's just no service to serve it at all, so it doesn't count. But yeah, the mighty Redcar British Steel. Redcar British Steel. So the steelworks over there. Except now the steelworks don't exist. They're all demolished. And there's nothing but wasteland. And isn't that a metaphor for all of Britain? Isn't that a metaphor for Britain in general? Wouldn't surprise me if it was closed by the f***ing Tory. Anyway. My theory is that you have to explain a joke, it just wasn't funny in the yeah, that as well. Again, you just didn't tell it very well. Right. Onwards. There we go. The north, especially. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, there's a freight train going in the background. You see those red wagons in the back there? Right in the back, under the bridge. Downtown is where I blew it up, etc. I'm getting in there before Nay makes that joke. Speaking of under the bridge, literally. He looked like someone from the Sweeney. He did, didn't he? He did. Want to see Clarence on pavement. Was that more Minder? Margaret. I love seeing all the clips, by the way. Can't remember where it was, but somewhere put up a Margaret Thatcher statue. And literally there was a person waiting for the moment that it was unveiled to egg it. It was like, we now declare this Margaret Thatcher statue, it's a thing now. It's officially been a thing for 30 seconds. And then I think that same person was just there just being like, does anyone want some eggs to throw at the Margaret Thatcher statue? I love the Sweeney. Oh, the OG Sweeney is banging. No argument there. Oh, look at these views as well. Look at this. This is majestic. Oh, and there's the skew meal in the background. See the satanic meals. Right, we've made it 60 miles an hour. We've made our point. We've triumphed over them. So they can sod off, frankly. 0.8 miles to Redcar Central. We're actually bearing down on Redcar Central quite a lot. And also Minder as well. Yeah, I like older cop shows, like it a lot bit. Same, really. Why do you think I like Life on Mars and Ashes to Ashes so much? They're basically throwback old school cop shows in a modern package with a bit of sci-fi thrown in and used really, really well. Also, we really need to be slowing down. Come on. Come on, train. I know your brakes are a bit old and knackered. There we go. We're hustling along, though. We are hustling along. We are going to be about... We're keeping it around 2 minutes behind. Clunkadink. And I like Death in Paradise as well. Is that the one? Is that the one with Martin Clunes? Or is that your man from... I don't know the name of the actor. I just know him as... He used to be in My Family. He used to be in the sitcom My Family. He was like the teenage son. The teenage layabout son. So, of course, he was the character I related to. With your man Robert Lindsay and Zoe Wanamaker. That's right. The BT adverts got... Yeah, him as well. Him. I swear he literally just kept playing the same character from My Family in those BT adverts. It was like the guy from... The kid from My Family grown up in the BT ad. Oh, look at that. Look at this old, like, CRT monitor. Saltburn, 8:21. Expected, 8:22. That is accurate. We have just arrived at 8:22. That is... that's very accurate there. Anyway, I don't appreciate the departure boards calling me out, being late. Some seagulls in the distance. Does that mean we're near the seaside? No. We get seagulls around here. Just looked it up. Chris Marshall, there you go. There he is. He's kind of one of those actors, you know him when you see him, but you don't always remember his actual name. Imagine seeing a driver go for a stroll. Look, listen, they're still loading, right? We're not... Get back in. There we go. Right, look, listen. Lock the doors. Bang. On time. There you go. And go. Redcar East in less than a mile. Thrash. Go. Go. Oh, this is a lovely old station canopy. Look at this. It's lovely. Very nice. Morning, people of Redcar. People of the town of Redcar. The city known as Redcar. The artist formerly known as Redcar. And we are going to be officially late now. But it's going to be a lot less. We are making up that time. We are hustling. Coast along. Might get it down to 1 minute behind here. To do 42 miles an hour. I'm not accelerating anymore because we do have to stop. Believe it or not, we do have to stop. Right around the corner up here. So if we just pop the brake into first application. Ah, the old jointed rail. Which a lot of the British Railway network still has. And I never got a definitive answer on this because I got conflicting reports. But in the very, very hot weather, when tracks were literally melting, like, some argued that welded continuous rail was actually better. It was more resistant to, like, melting. Train, do you want to stop? Train, we're not doing this again. Train, please. There we go. Nearly. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. There you go. We are barely a minute behind. We are making up time now. I mean, we missed the platform, but the passengers didn't, and that's the important bit. I like Last of the Summer Wine, too. Nice. That was the only place I knew Peter Salus's face from. I was just like, there's a man walking around in the show, and he's got the voice of Wallace. No, that is his voice actor. Teen time. Wow. Nice. Out the way. Excuse me. Welcome to Redcar East. Quicker getaway, more... Yeah, you see? You see? I'm basically pulling up close to my grid box. Ready, you know? Only I can treat driving a train like racing. Like racing. Right. Okay. Hang on. I just realised there must be a clock in the cab here, because I can hear it ticking. Choo choo. Morning, Scootsman. Well, whatever time it is for you. Choo choo. Because we're driving a diesel today, it's more. Honk honk. It's more honk. Welcome in, Scootsman Bud. How you doing? Were you one of the people, by the way? Yes, I think you were. I think you might have been one of the people that, in the stream the other day, Nay gifted out a bunch of subs and they went to some random people. Scootsman, I think you might have been one of them. I don't remember if you were subbed already, but you might have been. Right, our next stop is Marston. And, right, I caught a sub, don't recall gifting any. Yeah, there you go. So one of Nay's errant sub gifts yesterday, gifted sub yesterday, went to you. So there you go. So whoever did gift it to me, thank you. You can thank Nay for that. He went on a payday sub-gifting rampage the other day because he noticed that everyone was moaning about Twitch's ads now. I've literally set them to the lowest possible setting, and they're still as annoying as itchy as I don't know, something. Jeez. 60 miles an hour. Oscar. I've been on vacay for a couple of days, so I've not been on Twitch. Probably a good idea, to be honest. Where have you been? Where have you been on your vacay? Excuse me. Oh, for a second I had a heart attack. I thought this was the station we were supposed to be stopping at. It's not. They have not been as bad today. Oh, good. I was going to say, do mods still get ad breaks? Surf City, North Carolina. Nice. Nice. Sounds like a lot of fun. Real place. No, I can believe it. I can believe it. Oh God, guys, we might actually be on time here. Mods do not get ad breaks. Oh, do they not? I was going to say, it would kind of be counterproductive if you're a streamer and you're like, no, I want mods, I need you to deal with someone in the chat, and the mods are like, we can't, we're in an ad break. Oh, no, wait, if a mod's on mobile, they basically can't do anything either. Yeah, you do. Well done, Twitch. Hey, you know all the mistakes YouTube has made in the past decade? How about we repeat them, but even worse? But somehow make them even worse. We have to outdo YouTube in some way. Oh, we are almost gonna be dead on time now. Oh, a break from the ads. Oh, okay. Oops. Oh, go on. We are now officially running 30 seconds late. We are now almost to the Japanese definition of on time. Hell yeah. As far as Twitch is concerned, mods only moderate chat. The ads do not bother me all that much. That's good. Good for you. For many other, I mean, when it was set the other day, like recently with the whole ad manager thing, it was set in such a messy way that people would just randomly get like flipping 5-minute ad. The worst one I had one day was randomly I came into someone's chat, got 30 seconds of ads when I first loaded it, and then got in the chat. And then about 5 minutes later, like a minute later, I got 10 ads in a row. 10! An entire flipping ad channel started. I shouldn't say this, but there are other ways to avoid the ads. Yeah. I could say anything about that, but I use that block on YouTube, so whatever, you know. It's like how Henry Rollins says, hey, pirate my music if you want to. I'd rather be heard than paid, you know. It's up to your favourite channels, folks, but there are ways, yes. Right, so off we go. Our final stop at Saltburn is right ahead. Are we about to make it there, actually on time? Having started out upwards of 5 minutes behind schedule. And yes, I know, British trains, that's still on time. But no, I set high standards. And here comes Paula Brady with just emote spam all over the place. How are you doing, Paula? You've not done the usual thing of reminding me to hydrate. That's your way of saying hello. But I will do anyway, in your honour. How is everyone's favourite sim racing donkey doing, Paula? I really need to send you pictures at some point of, there you go. No, I hitched redeemed it instead. I really need to send you, Paula, some pictures of my mum's, my nan's partner, who has a stable of 3 pet donkeys. And they're all very adorable. I know one of them's called Clover, and she's very mischievous. You turn her back on her, she will come up and boop you. Aggressively boop you from behind, and like bowl you over. It's like a game she likes to play, like, haha. It's like, think fast. Poof. Everything is on time, if not in Italy or Greece. Wants to be different today. Hey, I like it. I go to Saltburn on holiday sometimes. Oh, do you? What's it like? Had an amazing stream last night with a friend of mine who'd been playing around with AC mods. Oh, one of the main reasons I want to get a wheel again. Oh no, I did get one. I mean, like a up-to-date sim racing wheel. AC mods are undefeated, man. Honestly, as soon as, you know, obviously the Toyota hypercar is, well, the Toyota is already out here, but as soon as the other hypercars start coming on stream as full mods, I'm there for it. I am there for a full virtual sports car championship next year. Offline Le Mans settings, all that kind of thing. You know me, I like that kind of stuff. So, I'm going to just take a nice trundle into Saltburn. I mean, we're an hour and a half into the stream already. Holy heck. Heck. So, we're just under 2 minutes out. And I can see the stop marker for Saltburn just ahead. Guys, we might actually make it on time after all. Having been running late the whole journey, we might actually make it on time right under the wire. Oh, gonna slow to 15 miles an hour in a moment anyway. Also, I mentioned her earlier, by the way, but look who's on my can of beer piss. Legends only. Legends only. Champ shit only. Champ levels of drinking only for our own Lucy Bronze. Like, it was brilliant. It was brilliant how, like, in the parade the next day, well, the celebration the next day in Trafalgar Square, like, half the squad had, like, sunglasses on. And it's like, I wonder why. And it's just sunny today. No, are you massively hungover? Well, yeah, that too. Lucy Bronze had flipping ski goggles on and was so obviously just still trolleyed. Like, she had just been like, everyone else was like, oh my God, I'm hanging. Oh my God, I'm hanging. Like, Lucy was the only one who went, hair of the dog, lads, let's go. That's what you expect from the most northeastern person you will ever meet. She literally was born in Berwick-upon-Tweed, the most northeastern town in the entirety of England. A town so northeast that it's actually been in Scotland a few times. Like, they've changed the border a few times and it's gone from English to Scottish multiple times. Guys, we're going to be on time for this. We're going to be on time for this. Just about 20, 21, 22, 23. We're rolling in. We're rolling in. A 50? What do you mean? Lucy Bronze? Yeah. Also very gay, like 90% of the squad. And I believe rumours are that she is in a relationship with her England teammate and player of the tournament, player of the finals, Kira Walsh, which is adorable. Which is hella adorable. Anyway, yeah, we're at Saltburn. We made it on time. The women got tired of hearing that it was coming home, so they got up and actually, yeah, they literally did a Thanos. They literally went, fine, I'll do it myself. Especially the year before, most of the squad were watching at Wembley in the Euro final last year. They just saw the men, like, spaff it at the very last moment, and then everyone in the crowd riot and be racist and terrible. And they were like, concept, how about we do that, but better in every way? Without the crowd trouble and without the spaffing it on penalties. Yes, brilliant, okay. Awesome. And with even more fans. Actually, the most fans there has ever been at a European finals ever. The women for their business done. Men, don't f this up. Yeah. We'll find a way. They will. Congratulations, you've reached your destination alive. I know, right? Hang on, have I got to lock the doors again before it counts as done? Yes, I have. Hang on. Hang on. And lock the right doors. There we go. And, yeah, there we go. Done. We made it on time. I don't believe... We've not even got a medal, though. The stopping accuracy, 23.7 yards. 1 point... So, hang on. So, all right. So, we were 3 minutes down at Dinsdale. 4 down at T-Side Airport. 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 1. Bang on time. Bang on time. There you go. I'm proud of that. I am proud of that. So, let's go back to the man menu and find something else to do. So, Tim Tabble. So, done our passenger run. This is mostly a freight run, though. So, let's do some freighting, shall we? So, take over this train at Tees Yard, running empties up to Redmire as far as Eagles Cliff. Or we can take this limestone train at Eagles Cliff, delivering to Tees Yard, returning the locos to Thornaby. We can do that. Let's go. Let's do it. Are these real places? Believe it or not, they are. No, it's a little place called the North. You may have heard of it. Right. Stop at location. Tees Yard, arrival siding 02. Let's have a look. Aha. Right, well, there's the back of our train. And there's the front of it. 2 Class 20s. I don't know how much power they've got each, but there's 2 of them. From Spaffington to Blemley, then up to Leapington. Alright, meantime, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? You will figure out quite quickly why these are nicknamed choppers. So we have literally got to chopper. And hey, you remember what I said about a hot plate? Has anyone got a kettle? Has anyone got a frying pan? We'll fry some eggs. It's grim up in Watford. Hey, thank you for the follow, Big Billy. I haven't used the reverser though. Where's the master key? Hang on, where is it? Hang on, whoops. Yep. Stuck on the fire extinguisher. Oh, and the sub as well with Prime Gaming. Holy wow! Big Billy, welcome in. What a way to make your entrance. Thank you. You arrived just as we're trying to find the master key for the Class 20. Because the reverser is not working. Throttle's off. Train brake is in full service, so yeah, can't turn it on. Yeah, where's the master key? Where is it? The masticated master key. There's another cab here. Let me have a look. Aha! Oh, hang on. It's over here. Aha! Right, so, yes, okay, so this makes sense because this is actually the front of the loco. So they run like that, but they run like nose to nose like that, and we're driving it in reverse, effectively. We're driving this one in reverse. Right, so on that control desk, we've done the thing. So there was no master key on this one. It was a lie. Now, hang on. Let's take the brakes off. So the question is, it's in forward, but did we want it to be in reverse? Meantime, there's the wagons at the other end of the train. Like, we're going to move soon. There we go, we're moving. We moved a little bit. We're hauling a very heavy train, so the wheel slip detection is going to be in overdrive here. Yeah. Come on. Loco breaks off, isn't it? Yes. Come on. I believe in you. %, throttle. Come on. Come on. There we go. We're moving. Honk. If you're out here for a pair of Class 20s, make some noise. If you're out here for the Class 20s, make some noise. Right, we give it more power now. You can do 60 miles an hour in this bit. Oh, whoops, whoops, whoops. Steady. Steady. Back it down. No, we can't go full throttle just yet. It's almost like we're hauling a very heavy train. Like I say, I'm trying to remember how much power each of these had. But this was very common because they could run in tandem. And basically you could control one from the cab of the other, as you can see here. So I think each of these had maybe 1,250 horsepower. So they paired them up and you had 2,500. So it was like having one massive loco on here. Tag team thrash right here. Because of that, they were nicknamed choppers because they had made a sort of like big helicopter sound. The rail freight grey livery looks great on them. Well, great. You see what I did? Yeah. I'm not funny. Right, how much more power can we give it? Go on. Go on. Whoops. No, still. The real hype train, innit? This is a train load. Did somebody order a train load of hype? Because we got some here. That's actually hype in those wagons. It's not, is it limestone or something? What are we supposed to be doing here? S's log. No. Schedule. Map. Overview. Stuff. Whatever. Whatever we're supposed to be doing today. That. Whatever we're supposed to be doing today. That. Aha! We've actually put the headlights on. Bit more throttle. Bit more throttle. Come on. We hustling. There you go. I think it looks great because when you pair them together nose to nose like that, they almost look like one long locomotive. They're basically one Class 58. Have you ever seen Class 58? It has a similar design. It has just one long, thin body like that with the two cabs like that. They were nicknamed Bones for that exact reason. No, not boners. Stop being dirty. Right, onwards to Tees Yard arrival siding 02. We're up to 26 and 150. My summer sub goal. 150 is very big, but 150 is roughly around where I'd start to make some actual decent full-time money out of Twitch. Well, a bit. Well, some money. Some money, but, you know, aim for the moon and you'll at least get among the stars, right? And that's no plea or beg for any of you to sub or anything, but you've all been very generous so far, which is lovely. Thank you, Val. Thank you for that. Go up to 50 miles an hour. Can we do that? Passenger train going the other way. Morning. Well, afternoon. Honk. And you. Whoops. You. The camera didn't like that. Windows open. It's a nice day, you know. Well, I'll just close the window again. No, I didn't want to do that. That window as well. Good, you know. Life's good. Aha, we have to... Oops. Right, we do need to kind of... Aha. Ah, right. We need to be doing a slow now. That's a lot of air braking going on there. Alright, come on. Come on. Please, more brakes, please. 7, 36. We're going across points. I'm nervous. Should be alright. 35. Yeah, there we go. Relax. There you go. Also got a yellow signal up here, so let's be careful of that. That's the thing with freight trains. You've got to wait. Look, be more. Would a train cause an earthquake? If you got a train big enough, and I don't know, maybe. I don't know if you'd have a train. You'd ever be able to have a train that would be big enough or cause enough of a seismic shock to do so. Right, still got the yellow signals again. Like. The thing with running freights is you're often parked in and around the passenger services, so you've got to deal with a lot more yellow signals and speed restrictions and things like that, and red signals, obviously. Oh, that's a nice photo. There you go. Not convinced even a fully loaded commuter train would be heavy. Yes, if it's class 37. Oh, I see. I understand one. Wouldn't a train that causes earthquakes derail itself? I mean, that would also happen. It would be impractical. Just kind of in general, you know? The helicopter's still rumbling away behind us. The helicopter's rumbling away, ready for takeoff. There's an access road for the station right in the middle of the tracks. There you go. How convenient. Well, there's some spotters running down to the platform. Let's do what they're here for. Oh, bloody hell, the 4 PM freight's coming through here. Oh, what's on the front of it today? Oh, blimey, it's 2 Class 20s. 4. When was the major train crash in the last one? Well, there was that one in Scotland a few years ago where some part of the line wasn't maintained properly and there was like a landslip. That was pretty brutal. I don't think many people died in it because I think it was early morning. There wasn't really anyone on it. I'm trying to think of the last major one. I want to say 2003. I can't remember the location. There was a particularly bad one at Harrow and Wealdstone, I think, in 1955. 1976, 2 years ago with the HSD. Is that the one in Scotland? Thinking of. Meantime, we are arriving in Tees Yard, arrival siding 02. Scotland, yeah. Aha, you know what I was saying before about Thornaby Depot? There it is in the background over there with a DMU and a 08 and a 37 sitting, chilling outside, vibing. Grey rig, oh yeah. There was a bad one in 1976 at West Ealing. My dad had some of the newspaper clippings of it because it involved a Western locomotive, which he's a big fan of. Alright. Heading into the Tees Yard arrival siding 02. Presumably that's the arrival siding EE. And that's the arrival siding Vodafone. Perhaps. Well, these are, I want to say, are they Presflow wagons? Oh. Going back to live in Spain on Sunday, so I'm taking it to the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway tomorrow. Excellent decision. What have they got running tomorrow? I love that railway. That went right in there in like top 5 favourite heritage lines ever. There was that outside Salisbury last year. Oh, the tunnel one, yeah. Right. Uncoupled vehicles, 20 vehicles. So, alright, we dropped off our load. We have dropped our load. Good clunk. And uncoupled them. Now we go over here. And climb up the steps. Back in. And now we need to remember that we now have no wagons behind us, so we're going to suddenly accelerate very quickly. Like this. Speed! Speed! 41241. Hey, the Ivet tank. Love that little thing. That was great. Stonehaven. Yeah, I remember that one. 41241's one of my favourites. I love the Ivet tank anyway. The Ivet tank engine. There's no 08 over there. Hey, Hitch, you like your 08s? There's one. You know, just vibing between duties. Aha, you know I said about the Thornaby Depot signal was the Kingfisher? That one's got it painted on. If a logo didn't officially receive like a plaque for them, they sometimes would just have them painted on like that. Baby! It's a baby train. It's a little baby diesel. What's that TikTok thing where it's like, I was built as a diesel. I identify as a diesel, but according to my mum, I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby. So I assume we're heading over here to then head over into the depot over there. I like OH chat. So do I. They're cute. Like Pannier Tanks, Steam Locos. West Highland Terrier. That's right, yes. Because I recognise that one because my nan used to have a Westie. He was called Monty. He was never properly trained, so he was sometimes a gobby little shite. But he was also very lovely, and we miss him very much. Gronk's chilling, isn't it? Yeah. And there we go. So, okay, plus. Yeah, plus. I've stopped in the. Please. I hate small dogs. Well, he was fine. He wasn't really, really small, you know. To be honest, any size dogs are fine by me. It's more how they're treated and how the owners treat them. There you go. Stop at location, Thornaby Traction Maintenance Depot 12. So, we could probably just do this in reverse. Hang on. Cursor. Aha, throttle's off now. Okay, there we go. Throttle on. Brakes off. Oh, hang on. I know what we can do. Hang on. Jump in this. Yes. Jump in this one. No, cursor. Forwards. Yes. There you go. You see? Sometimes my genius, etc. Sometimes my genius, etc. Oops, no, not that. What's the just peek out the window camera button? I can't remember what it is. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. There has been a slight error here. There has been a... We've just gone back up the same points we just... Yeah. Hang on. Wait a minute. Yeah, slight issue. I didn't switch the points. Or the points were not switched anyway. For in a yard like this, normally it is the driver or just a switcher's responsibility to do it. There we go. Can we move now, please? There we go. Can we move now, please? There we go. Alright, so we go back over here. And back here. And then what we do, make sure we're clear of the points, and stop! Go. Now. Down. And run over here. And change the points. There we go. So now we got there. Let's just check on map. Right, so we zoom in, full map. Zoom in there. So we need to be where that marker is. So just checking the rest of the points are set correctly. So yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's also good. Yeah. All right. So we're good to go. We just need to switch that one. So remember my genius plan from before to drive it from this desk here. So let's deactivate the brake from over here. And go honk down here. Throttles off. Forwards. And now we put the throttle on. There you go. Do. Hopefully, we should now be heading the correct way. Oops, no, not that button. There we go. Oh, is that it? No, that's the HUD button. Frame thingy. I'm trying to remember what button it is. It might only be on certain trains. Where you could, it's like a sort of stick your head out the window cam. Perfect in situations like this. There's another reason why the Class 20s are often run basically in reverse like that. They had far better visibility going the other way, going backwards than they did. Tiny dogs in there, they look like they're about to cry. Squealing of flanges. Squealing of phalanges. Now there's a great word. Now there's an excellent word. Phalanges. This is going to offend many people here. Small dogs are merely overgrown rats. Oi! Look, some are. Depending on how they're... Any dog can be good or bad depending on how it's raised or bred. There are some that are treated as just pampered little shits, and I agree. I'm with you there. Some others, though, can be absolutely adorable. Meantime, we are continuing to trundle towards our destination. Oh, we're going to park up right next to a 37. That seems like a nice transition into what I had planned for the stream main event. Which, unsurprisingly, maybe surprised to know this, I'm involved with 37. Maybe even 2. So prepare your loins. Just cruising into siding in front of the depot. Look at all the spare wheel sets. Would you like a spare wheel set for a Class 37? Oh yeah, actually I've been looking for one of them. Great, here's some. Squealing phalanges. Pair of 37s parked up there. There's another 08. Hitch, there's another 08. 08 alert. Flange. And full service brake. Gonna stop too early. We stopped too early again. Whoops. Baby! It's just a baby! Just inch forward slightly. I like the way that we're kind of bouncing the other loco forwards. And then stop. There we go. Lovely, that'll do. Nice. Nice, simple little service. A silver medal for that one. What more could I have done? Well, except for the whole business where I forgot where I was going. I owned a Yorkie. Was still very much a dog. Absolutely. My favourite breed of dog is a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. They can be very small, but very floofy. Just epic floof. My shepherd was closer to cat than the wee lad. All right. Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this jelly? Because I don't think you are. Yorkie. Chocolate. Yes. Very good. Yorkshire bar. Right, so a lot of stuff we can do here. What's a empty steel bone? Fargus Eggles Cliff. Do that. 4. Empty coke wagons back to T's Yard for later use. T's Yard is where we've just been, I think. Drive a train of loaded coke wagons to Redcar Ore Terminal. 8:58 in the morning. Lake and Beat to Deep Car. 41 minutes. I think we can do that. You ready? The stream main event. Oh, you know, Yeet Cult was talking about St. Ives. There you go. All right. Here we are. Stop at location. The Lake and Beat grid sidings. But first, let's admire the majesty. The majesty. 37,508 and 37,513. 3,500 horsepower between these two locos. As for men only, no, it was the one that was like, Yorkie, it's not for girls. And even at the time, girls were like, it's literally a chocolate bar. Get out of here. Get out of here. Excuse me. No, not cocaine. Coca-Cola, actually. No, not that either. I think it's used in the... I want to say it's part of the steel making process. It's also a shit chocolate. Wow. Right. Firstly, let's open the window. Oh, I've got a wingman for this one. Reginald, the Perry. How you doing? All right, Perry. Do you mind if I just reach? There you go. Do you mind if I just reach around you? No, not like that. Right. So, master key. There it is. On. Where was the Southern 377 loading screenshot taken? It was Victoria. Victoria. Recognise that place in a heartbeat. Right. Train brake shut down. My brain most of the time. It was okay. Far from bold, certainly. Yeah, it was the funny thing. It was like, it's not for girls. It's a manly bar. It's literally chocolate. It's no different to any other chocolate bar. All right, so, you know, not too much rumbling to start with. We're just going to pick up our Coke. Pick up our train full of Coca-Cola, full of cans of Coke. It was good marketing. Well, it was at the time. It worked at the time. I think it's one of those things that has definitely aged poorly, as many things from the 90s ended up doing. Like, you know, new mill. 90% of new mill. And, I don't know, adult contemporary. That was more the late 80s. Oh, hello. No. We've had more shenanigans with breaks, with points again. We're supposed to be going over there. Stick it in reverse. If you're starting off in a yard, here's a top tip. Here's a T and Train's top tip. If you're starting out in a yard, or if you're in a yard at some point, check your points. Because they won't be set for, well, they might not be set for you. Who forgot to flip the track switcher? Me, again. Backing out, and then brake. And there we go, done. Right, so. And then. Right, so up there, and then. On the West Keynote, do you mean West Cornwall? Yeah. I remember that tip. Good. It's you know, sensible advice, I feel. And that way. So let's check the map again. Let's check the mop. So we're there. We need to get all the way down there. And let's just check everything. Aha, you see. So the levers are all over the place. Hang on. Is there a... There we go. Do it from this, so there. There we go. So when it's live, as it were, there you go. Switch the roads this way. If you check in the map in the pause menu, it doesn't work. So, and then that. Then that. Yep, that's good. And there we go. Right. So we should be set now. So we're down here. Our loco's there. So we've got points, points. Points of view, points of view, points of view, points of view. Points of view. Down here. Down here. I assume we're shunting in to collect this. Then... Oh, I see. Right, it's that point there, so... Okay, yep, I think we're good to go. If we suddenly find ourselves falling over... If our train suddenly falls over, then we'll know we got it wrong. We did it bad. So... Right. Back in our... Sorry, Perry, keep waiting. Right. Onwards. It's time to do a hecking trundle. Oh, let's do it wanting to balk. It's like, I will balk. No, no, no. You're only poodling around a yard, bothering some trucks. No, I want to rumble. I want to balk.
Back in my day, Shani.
During the war. Yeah, you can see the plaque just under the cab window. The Kingfisher emblem on it. That was the Thornaby depot plaque insignia, if you will. Bit of a funny noise when I turn the throttle off. Right. Proceeding nice and slowly. We're in no rush. We're on a freight service. Thankfully. Thankfully. Oops. 15% throttle. Already the locos want to balk. They want to balk. They want to thrumble. They want to thrash. Is this where we're supposed to... Yeah, no, this is where we're supposed to be going. Calm down, you're good, you're good. This is where we're supposed to be going. I've had enough of cars for today, these trains are beautiful. Hello, Mark, sounds like you've had a bit of a stressful day. Come and join us for some tea and trains. We're currently poodling around a yard in two massive thick boys. Very loud, thick, rumbly boys that at the moment are fubbsing around a yard trying to find their freight train. They're like, it's around here somewhere. Apparently over there. And also, how you doing? I was driving in the rain and we had a 5-kilometre section with 2 accidents. I'm just relieved to be... Oh, God. Sounds like a particularly bad day on the M25. Well, a normal day on the M25, but you know. Alright. Meantime, we are trundling around a yard. Had to set all the points for this road. For this road. It's a road. Oops. Better not now speed. So, I've had enough cars for a week. Awkward. I'm streaming a car game again on Saturday. Whoops. Have you seen the new Railway Children film? I haven't. It has one of my longest standing celebrity crushes in it, that being Sheridan Smith. I wasn't helped by the time one night I had to go in and fix the printer. in the office, and my mum happened to be watching that show they did about the biopic about Cilla Black, and Sheridan Smith was playing the titular Miss C. Black. Did you hear the news about Oscar Pastry? Yes, Mark, we've been through the whole motorsport silly season thing. It was a running joke at the top of the stream. But yes, suffice to say, I have heard that no one seems to know how contracts work anymore. Should be ready for cars again by Saturday. Fresh week since the long drive. Valid. Right, so we now need to go over there. I assume our train might be this one? He's turning down a race seat at Alpine in favour of a reserve seat at McLaren. Again, McLaren just don't seem to know what and all, but is he for real? I've been like WTF, yeah. Like I said though, we did kind of go through all the motorsport silly season flappery at the top of the stream. Let's keep it about trains now. And, you know, life. He did choose to be managed by Mark Webber. Did we expect any better? Not bad for a number 2 manager. Oh my god. That was terrifying for a moment. Right. Will I get a Klaus 465/9 on Sunday? That's a good question. Where are you going? Where are you go? Oh my god. There we go. There you go. Stop. There we go. Right. Yes, I thought so. Steel coil wagons. There you go. That's what Coke is in this situation. Victoria to Dartford. Be a pretty good bet. Be a pretty good bet. Right, so before we do anything, we are now going to check the points. I can't be asked for South Bend. I can't be asked. You know, fair point, really. Even people who live in Southend can't be asked for Southend. So we need to change this one as well. And then, so not this one. Oops. No, hang on. That one was right. And then go to this one. We're going to pick that one up. Okay, so that's right. All looking pretty good to me. Yep. Yep, there we go. Excellent. Yes. Oops. Right. Our pair of Rumbly boys. Now going to slowly reverse onto our steel coil wagon load. Aha, here's the info panel. Weight tons, 107. Route availability 5, max speed MPH 80. So slower than the 31 technically, but these were freight specific, so they're probably geared for more power. It's a WOD. What's up? Oh, is that the Top Gear thing, Hammond? You know what that is, don't you? It's a WOD. Right. Slowly back it on. Guys, convenient having a drone. Class 376 and the Chatham Mainline in Train Sim World. Chatham Mainline it's in Train Simulator now, isn't it? Train Sim Classic. World, it's kind of nearby. Like, it could connect onto the Southeastern High Speed. Down near Rochester, you could branch off there. Right, can we get moving now? I know we're just vibing out here, but, you know, we get moving now. I want to actually pick up this freight train today. I want to do like that Honda hatchback and pick it up today. Right, I've got the paths correct here. Should be turning left. Yes. Yes. I did and train thing. Coast in. Coast in. Go on. Where is this, by the way? I want to say Redcar for some reason. You are pretty much spot on. You are, yeah. You're pretty much spot on, Mark. Well done. Right, then we just slowly... Why? Someone at the door again. Should really turn the buzzer off during these streams. Especially when all it is people buzzing because your neighbours have sodded off, so they're like, can I come in? Yes, why not? Right, anyway, where were we? Right, we were just about to couple onto our... Come on. We're literally just inching in. And then... Kerplonk. Hey, perfect. Right. What we're now going to do... Actually, we're going to set the brake on just in case it runs off. You know how Hamster once said, I am a driving god. I am a geography god. Right. And then... Clonk. There we go. Stop at location, 1.8 miles away. Over there. Before we go anywhere, let's check our path. Right, so that's all good. That's all good. That's all good. That's good. That's fine. Now, where do we have to go? Where are we going? It's all the way over there, so... Follow this route back on itself. We go up there. Do that. Do that. Oh, heck. Where's our train? Right, so it's back there. There's a train going by on the main line. Hey. So, following it along, we go up here. We then go along here. Along here. Down here. Change that. That and that. And go through here. And then, yep, we're good to go. Okay. Right. It's time to rumble. Okay. Systems check. Brakes off. Reverser. Throttle off. Reverser forwards. Throttle on. Giving it the beans. There's the back of our train now. With all them juicy steel coils in them. Otherwise known as coke. On train. Come on, train. Wanna move. You wanna move. Here we go. Here we go. Moving is happening. Motion is happening. We have picked up the steel coils. We have picked up the materials that have been used in the construction of Cybermen. And now they're heading onwards. In fact, inside those coils, just loads of like Cybermen heads. There's actually a Cyberman head in every one of these coils. That's how they're protected. They're disguised. Hit 9% throttle. We'll be able to do a whopping 20 miles an hour in a minute. Keep an eye on the points. A very close eye on those points. Yep, those are good. all that carbon fibre, love. I made mine out of steel. Sounds like a reference to something, but I can't remember what it is. Stainless steel. So, up here we have... So there's those points going that way. They need to be straight, and then we need to go right. Then we've got a little chicane up here. We're going through a chicane. Talking about how Man and GP was based in Sheffield. Don't bother with all that carbon fibre, love. I made mine out of steel. Never mind all that God Save the Queen. We'll have a bar with me on a brass band on the podium. It'll be lovely. Anyone else miss Manor? Probably not. 2015 Manor was a beautiful exercise. I love the fact they even existed. If that Fernando Alonso twats into our cars, Ferrari will be buggered. And I love the fact that got auto-modded. Yeah, okay, through the chicane. Through the chicane. Yes! Success! I did, I nailed it. Meantime, at the back of our train full of Manor F1 parts and Cybermen heads. Out of context, it's like, what? What? Look at it, snaking through the tracks. Taking the chicane, absolutely perfect racing line through the chicane there. Virgin Cosworth, because it looked like their black and red. I remember that. They were one of the 3 new teams in 2010. Do you remember when new teams arrived in F1? Do you remember that? That amazing thing. Where they didn't just buy into the already best team in the sport. Yeah, like Virgin, HRT, and Lotus. That's right! I mean, it was a bit of a show because, well, Virgin were terrible. They were basically fine. Like, after Braun got purchased by Mercedes, no idea what went on to happen to them, really. I don't think they ever did much. I think Virgin were like, fine, we'll make our own team with blackjack and hookers. And they weren't very good. HRT were just absolutely abysmal. The only thing I remember about them is that they were where Daniel Ricciardo started his career. Lotus weren't exactly a new team, though, just Renault rebranded. No, they weren't. You're thinking of the wrong... There was the other Lotus, which then became Caterham when the real Lotus came back as rebranded Renault. Lotus were like, so when Renault rebranded to Lotus, the existing Lotus were like, wait a minute, we're Lotus. And then the other team were like, no, you are the fraudulent Lotus. And they were like, actually, you're right, we're going to change our name to Caterham. The Tony Fernandez team that became Caterham. That's right. That's right. You have to partner with an existing top team. Well, yeah, exactly. That's just the way, the name of the game. It's the name of the game. And hey, at least if we want new teams in F1, we've got My Team Career Mode in F1 in the F1 games. Fernandez owned Lotus. Yeah, it was the stupidest thing, wasn't it? Fernandez owned Lotus cars. But so what was the Lotus Renault thing about? Oh, Fernandez never owned Lotus. Or was that the fraudulent thing? He claimed to own Lotus cars. And it was like, actually, no. But yeah, it was like, those 3 teams all showed up. I want to say it was Proton that owned Lotus cars and they licensed the name to Renault. Oh, okay, right. Lotus is strange. Yes. Okay. Meantime, by the way, actually give it some beans here. Lotus has become a new meme on TikTok. Haven't they been starting to do their own thing, parodying the pastry chef stuff? The Oscar pastry chef. The Oscar Cornish pasty. Meantime, Northerners waiting for their train at Grangetown. the Team Lotus name from Freddie Hunt and then Caterham as a right. So what you're saying is the reason why his Lotus team were fraudulent was he owned the Team Lotus name, not Lotus Cars, which was owned by Proton, who licensed it to Renault, which is why Renault became Lotus. Sorry, that was just the sound of my brain falling out in protest. One thing I do understand, though, we are officially exiting the yard. We are exiting the yard. We're heading down onto the main line. Very loud thrash is imminent. We need more Northerners in F1. If anything, just to confuse the Americans. It's confusing as all heck, isn't it? No surprise when... Look, listen, we wouldn't know. Okay, we wouldn't know. Bring back Rob Smedley. Oh, was he Felipe Massa's engineer? Felipe, baby. Brexit doesn't... Right, yellow signal. Red signal coming up. And nice and slow as we emerge onto the line, onto the main line. We haven't exactly been able to show off the combined 3,500 horsepower. He's living his best life working for FOM now. Is he? What, is he like a pundit for them or something? Just put Paul O'Neill on. Paul O'Neill could broadcast an egg and spoon race and make it entertaining. Alright, meantime, just trundling along. Coasting along. We're not ghosting anyone, that's what people do to me on dating apps. Who am I kidding? I'm not on dating apps. They're a strange and mysterious place. I don't go there. So we're just going to trundle along. We'll see if this red signal changes. Smedley, Director of Data Systems. Ooh, that's a fancy job title. Give him that. I think this is basically a red signal check. It's just like, stop here and we'll make sure, are you good to go? Are you good? You may proceed onto the main line to thrash. So I hope it means he isn't responsible for the stupid AWS crowd. Oh, you mean the ones where it's like, ooh, there might be an intriguing battle for the lead coming up. Battle forecast by AWS. There'll be a lead battle in 3 laps and 90% chance of overtake. Thanks. You know, I was looking forward to that bit of intrigue there. And most of the time, they're wrong anyway. Most of the time, they're not even right. Did I see any of the British Touring Cars last weekend? I watched all of it. What does AWS stand for anyway? Anal washing systems. Anus washing systems. Or Amazon Web Services. That too. Or, yeah. Do you ever just, your brain just stops? Do you ever, your brain just stops working? Right, we have stopped here. Okay. Stop at location, Eagles Cliff. I can't yet, we're still under red signal. Something was different on British Touring Cars. Yeah, not so much. Oh, hello! That's the 31! Hey! Was that the service we were hauling earlier? Heading back to Darlington? Looked like Bernie himself was in charge. We'll just wait here for a moment. We're good. Wait for signal to change. Alright. Okay, well, just checking. Just checking. Hello, signal. Shut up. It will change in a minute. Alright. Alright, fine, geez. Oh, we had a different comment. Oh, yeah, that happened. Yeah, because, excuse me, David Addison was doing the Spa 24. Richard John Neal, who does the support race for the British Touring Cars, was ill. Hope he's getting better soon. So they got Johnny Palmer in to do the entire day. Johnny Palmer from Radio Le Mans did the entire day's worth of commentary. big ups him. He was really good in the touring cars. His only thing was he kept calling Tom Chilton Max Chilton. He got the wrong Chilton brother for like most of the day, and no one corrected him, which I think was funny. Otherwise, he was really good. I mean, he's a really good commentator, so. Right, meantime, does this thing want to sod off? There's a train going the other. Are we going to be following that? I think we are. Imagine mistaking Michael and Ralph Schumacher. I know, right? You know, it's the first day on the job. It sounded like it was very last minute. I don't mind him having back again one day. Yeah, he was good. He was very good. So, how's the weather? Yeah, let's do a little check, by the way, just to make sure it's not doing that thing where I don't think it is. We're gonna literally inch forward. I think we're going to be routed right behind that train. You lazy thing. I think Max is more well known than Tom. Yeah, and I think in, you know, where they've been doing him as a radio. Oh, hello. Do not spat here. Do not spat here. There we go. There we go. We're good. Yeah, I think we're going to be routed behind that train. Dooby-dooby-doo. Doo-doo-doo. I think there might also be like freight avoiding lines as well. Or freight only lines, like passing loops on this section as well, so should be alright. Might even get a chance to overtake the stopping passenger train. That'd be something. I know at Middlesbrough, I think. Aha! We have a yellow signal, we can move! Okay. Same as with the 20s, we've got a lot of freight behind us, so. Oh, steady. Come on. Come on. Come on, you know you want to start moving. Come on. You know you want to start moving. Here we go. We're moving. We are moving. %, throttle. 26%. 37%. Some real thrashing is happening now. Real thrashing hours. Whoa! Let him rip. .37's in the house. Excuse me. Oh, one of the greatest sounds humanity has ever created. From any machine ever. And over here. I am going to be a little cautious. I'm fully aware we're following another train, so a lot of these signals probably, there's a chance that we'll get a red signal if we start to catch up behind the passenger train. Do you see what I mean? So that's why I'm wondering. Well, we've got a green signal up ahead, so oh, steady, steady. No, we've still got to do 25. Just be careful. We're good. Oh, what's that? We can do 60 now. I'm having such a crisis. As is the game, I think. I think we're messing with the very bounds of reality. But I'm okay with that. That's what happens when you have 3,500 horsepower. Well, speaking of old, loud vehicles, it's good with revival in a month's time. Excellent. That's always a good time. Meantime, at the back. How are we doing back here? It's nice and peaceful. It's quite peaceful, actually. Meantime, at the front. Sheer amount of bass. Can you guys even hear me? Am I being drowned out? And IndyCar people are coming, and Jimmy too. Well, Jimmy Johnson is an IndyCar person, I guess. He is currently doing that. That sounds like a lot of fun. Right, we've got a yellow signal. Oh, you know what I was saying? Oh no, that's another, that's a train on another line, I believe. Right, through we go. Red signal, 0.7 miles. Okay. There's another 37 going the other way. Hey, look at that. Right. I think we're for that. Mark, Jesus Christ. Plus. First Laren Senna is out in force again. Oh. There's the red signal up there. Wow. Alright, so. Off to Horny Jail you go. Alright, let's just cruise up to this red signal. Don't want any trouble, officer. I don't want any trouble, officer. Aha! Let's change to yellow at the most convenient time. Thing is, the yellow signal is like, slow down a bit, don't go full chat, because you might well have to stop at the next one. And again, yeah, red signal up ahead. We are following that passenger train. Doesn't mean we can't give it a bit faster. Oh! Oh, I've made a mess of my trousers again. I'm horribly uncomfortable being called daddy. Yeah. Some people are. It's understandable. Power! Sorry, what was that? I can't hear you over this power. The age of steel is here. But again, gotta be cautious. Aha! Yellow signal. Excellent. Well, it's going to be 25 miles an hour any moment now, so. It'd be great if we're routed past the passenger train. Well, we're coming up on Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough. So. Corner. And there's no passenger train here. It's already gone through. Well, we've got a green signal up ahead, so. Middlesbrough. Again, pronunciations for Middlesbrough, wrong answers only. Meantime. Morning! Morning, mother truckers! I love the smell of. You will be assimilated.
You will be assimilated. You are inferior. You will be deleted.
I've got that impression far too accurate. Middlesbrough. Another green. I think we're either giving the train in front Hildenborough. We're either giving the train in front enough space to get away. Borrow. 45 miles an hour now, you say? It's not even going to talk in moments like this. I mean, what do you say? Everything about this makes me very happy. It makes me happy. Spaffage. Alright, so we've got 5 miles to Eagles Cliff. To Eagle Jeff Cliff. to Eagle Cliff Thrust, Jeff. Another yellow. Erectional damage! That is, yeah, that's what's happening here. Now, yellow signal up ahead, but they've been going green before we get to them, so they've not been red. It's very important. Eco-friendly, yeah, it is. You know, probably more eco-friendly than the amount of clapped out lorries that this would take to transport. You know, just saying. 45 miles an hour. We're now going downhill. What you do in your personal time isn't meant to be shared in polite company. Look, listen, if it was in agreement with what I'm doing right now, you know. Bit of coasting as we go downhill. Fair. Coming up on Eagles Cliff in, Eagle Jeff Thrust Cliff in 4.2 miles. So let's see what signal we got after this. Coming up on Thornaby. There's the Thornaby depot. Maybe our class 20s are still there. Red signal next. Yeah, I think we're still chasing that passenger train. Stupid passenger. It's come back to haunt us. That was the exact train we drove in this direction earlier. In-game, it's 9:38. We got to Saltburn earlier about 8:30, didn't we? 20 past 8. That's the train going back the other way. It's now delaying us. How dare it? Can we not just ram it out the way? Just shove it out the way. Just making sure we do actually slow down in time for the red signal. Speaking of passenger trains, here's one. Hello. Hello. Morning. Honk. Hey. Oops. Alright, we're going to stop a bit early. Just inch forward. I said inch forward. We're more kind of millimetering forward at the moment, but we've come this far. I don't want to spad. I don't want to be hit with another spad. Not at a time like this. It'd be too much. Aha! We have a yellow signal at last. Question is that the next red signal right over there? Well, I guess we'll find out any second now. Yes, that is the next red signal. Actually, no, it isn't. That's for that line there, but the next signal is red for us anyway, so. The next signal is Taylor's version for us. Maybe the signalman knew that we were trouble when we came in, when we rolled in, so shame on him, etc. And I don't know about you, but we're not going to be arriving at 9:22. Oops. Still coasting, trundling. Aha! It's gone yellow again. Could try getting up to 35 miles an hour again. Do that. Still 3 miles to Eglin's Cliff. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you. Thank you. That's a nice sentiment. I am doing very well. Driving trains with my mates. It's lovely. Meantime, the people of this station, which is Thornaby, morning, are about to have their day made, frankly. I don't know how exciting life gets in Thornaby, but it definitely can't be anything other than enlivened by the presence of not one but two tractors, tag team tractors. Oh, a green signal, you say? How about that 35 miles an hour? Should we try and do that? Everyone off the chat's like, what? We can't hear you. It's just bass. It's just nothing but noise. Everyone in the chat right now is just like, I'm suffering hearing. Really bad hearing damage. So if they're going to give us green signals, then that's what's going to happen. Lovely view that is. Yellow signal, but that's okay. But that's okay. Before Turbsky Base, you had this. Before Brown Noise, you had this. Come on, I want to do 35. Will it do 35? Come on! Come on! Yeah, no! No! Well, there's a yellow signal coming up. Another yellow, we're good, okay. Double yellow signals. Mate, I'm doing my best. It's a max throttle. We are going up quite a steep-ish gradient. It's leveling out. There we go, 35. And we are carrying what is described in the industry as a metric ton of steel. Smack its rear and it will go far. This isn't a horse. Did Twitch lie to you and say I was actually playing Red Dead Redemption today? Give it a whip and smack its hind legs and it'll go faster. No, we're driving a train. Oh, that's... I must say, that is a funny looking horse. Funny looking pair of horses you've got there. Or can we make 45 miles an hour? Or 50? 50. 1.6 miles to Eagles Cliff. Can we make 50 miles an hour before then? Might depend on the signals as well. We've got a yellow signal coming up. Another steepish gradient. Not sure where this line goes. As we branch off here. 44, 45. 45, come on. Come on, we can do 50. 50. I'm ready on the brake button. 1.6 miles. Okay. Please turn yellow before then. Please turn yellow before then. Please turn... It's not going to, is it? It's not going to. I'm nervous. Northallerton and the East Coast. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Please. Oh, please. Jeez. Mark. Mark. Please. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. 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 Oh, please. Oh, please. 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 Oh, please. That wasn't stressful. That wasn't stressful.
I'd just like to point out we had 21 yards to go.
Okay. Grand Central comes this way to and from Sunderland. Okay. Brown happened. It did. It really did. And now it goes yellow. Now. And now it goes yellow. Never in doubt. I might have the faith you're had in me. Oh, wheel speed. Now we've got to start again. Standing start going uphill. Please! Oh, please! Oh, please! Please! Heave! Heave! Do a movement! Go on, there you go, go on! Yes! Yes! We are moving once more. See you later, Jason. Lovely having you in here as usual. Yes. Right, the next red signal is literally after we stop at Eagles Cliff, so... Eagles Cliff. Eagles Cliff, eh? Pronunciations for Eagles Cliff, wrong answers only again. And before we get there, I think I've just given myself a neck, pulled a muscle in my neck, just how much I've spaffed there. Alright, we're getting up to 25 miles an hour and then we'll stop. I said we're getting up to 25 miles an hour and then we'll stop. I said we're getting up to 25 miles an hour and then we'll stop. 24, 24, 25. There we go. Right, hang on. I don't want to shart myself again. There will be no sharting of the self again. Actually, we're going to have to coast this in a bit. Well, actually apply some power just because it's slightly going uphill. So if we try and coast it, it's just going to stop. This might need some true driving techs here, which I know I've demonstrated absolutely zero of, but Eagles Cliff. Okay. Coasting along at 11 miles an hour. Get to the front marker. We put the brakes on now. I said we put the brakes on now. We put the brakes on now. Are you kidding me? Oh, really? Three yards! 3 yards! I don't even know when the last checkpoint was. I think it was back at, like, just after we came out of the yard. Right, I'm done with the stupid game for today. I'm done with the stupid game. Right. I think before we go, have a quick look in the Creators Club. Super F, innit? Oh, that's quite nice. Own a mineral wagon. Is that for any specified route, or? I guess not. Scenarios. Mods. Aha, search. I wish there was more of a way to search for, like, stuff for specific routes. That's quite nice, though. I just wanted to see if there was anything specifically for the Tees Valley. Oh my god, I don't know what that is, and I don't want to know. I don't want to know what that is. Craft 72 style, that's realistic for the Bakerloo line. The anime train. GWR class 387. Nick's very excited in the chat. Dirty 72 stock. There's Eleni Ozuma. We move on. Ignore that. Virgin Trains class 395. I respect that. It kind of works. West Midlands Railway branded 377 style. Oh, retro livery 66. That's a real livery, actually. Like that. Transpennine Express for the class 395. The Avanti West Coast Pride. Oh, the Trainbow. Very good. Freightliner 66. Yep. I am. Yeah, I thought you would. Oh, nice. Line black version of Leander. Jubilee class. First Great Western class 152. LMS Jubilee Colhapur. Doesn't look like there's much 465, 466 skins. We have seen a few, actually. What is that? No, what is that? What has someone done? And 66792, SWR 377. Northern City Commuter. Aha! Network Southeast 4659. It's pretty good, you know. Pickaloo line. Peekaloo line. Why does that work? Heathrow Express stuff. Ah, Galatea in the BR Crimson. So that was like the LMS Maroon meets BR. Oh, Eurostar livery for the 395. A Southern BR livery for the 395. GWR Star Class 150. Very good. Barber Wagon. Barber Supplies. Oh, Intercity Swallow Class 37. Very good. I'm a big fan of that. Yes. I am downloading that. I am downloading. Hang on. 37. See what comes up. What's a YOLO rail? What is this? I don't know and I hate it. Unweather class 37. No, they're 375s. I see what you. I see. It's just searching on the 375s and 377s. Royal Mail class 377. Regional Railways. Yeah, the typeface is a bit shonky on that one. But I like it. Nice effort. Unbranded version. Nice. That's good. It's good. I like that very much. Potato Commuter. Don't even know what that is. Some of these must just be fictional ones. I don't know what that is, and I don't want to. I don't want to know. Load haul, that's pretty good. Regional Wales 375. Very good. There's the Swallow. Intercity livery. I said Intercity. A lot of people wanted to do the Intercity 37. Has anyone done a Thomas mod? Oh, there must be. I refuse to believe there isn't. EWS, very good. DB Schenker 37. Aha! Ooh. Again, that kind of like generic font. I'm not a fan of it. You gotta do it proper, you know? What's this? What is that? What's that bit on? It's like... There's a Platty Tube 37 there. Oh. Some Lorg logo. Some Lorg logo action. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. I made a scenario for... Oh, that's almost close to being perfect, that one. Well, I'm going to be finishing the stream in a minute, so I was just having a look through to see if there's anything for the 37 we've just been driving. And we drove really well for 99.98% of the route. 99.98. Not salty. You understand? I'm really not. Where were we? Ah, here we go. It's reset to the... There we go. Tez Valley. I don't think we can... That's, you know, part of me's... I don't think we can go out like that. I don't want to end on a loss, you know? So, what's a relatively short scenario we've got here? 16. Load of train of cocaine wagons. Drive a train of loaded cocaine wagons back to T's yard for onward shipment. 4:06 a.m. That's a point. What's the latest we can do? As far as that's the one we just did. I'm not doing that. Steel wagons. Drive a train of empty coke wagons. Unload a train of coke wagons. Redcar. That's 24 minutes. 28. You know what? We're doing it. There are some good ones that have been made for the 37. Not going to lie, I'm sure there are. It's a very popular logo IRL, so I want to do some of this on the West Somerset Railway, some heritage stuff with the steamers. Oh, we are fully in the dark as well. Or terminal reception. So this time we have these are cocaine wagons. Part of, I think, coal as well, aren't they? So, 37509. And we have, the glint of the moon. Glint of the moon on that side. We have 508, which was the loco we were driving in the last scenario. Is now second. Oh, hello, Melissa. You alright, Melissa? How you doing? Right. Firstly, what we're going to do, we're going to check the map. Which button is it? It's that one. So, we go. Oh, okay, apparently we don't need to. Let me have a quick look. I'll be back in a minute, Melissa. That one's definitely good. Yeah, looks like we're good. Okay. Alright. Let's get out of here, shall we? Firstly, we need to set up for nighttime running. Where's the... No, we don't need the sun visor. Not now. Instrument light. That. On. Cab light. Route indicator. On, I guess. About the front of our... Sit down there. Aha! Oh, I see. Right. So there's the main headlight, and then... So hang on. Got those on as well. There we go. We're all lit up and ready to go. So our cab light for when we need it is... aha! The instrument lights are all lit up. Literally. They're lit, literally. Literally. Stop it. And the cab light's there for when we need it. Okay. So... let's do it. When Steam Locos came out, I was going to paint one in trans flag. Oh, yes. The trans train. I'm here for it. Also, it's a hot evening, Melissa. Do you mind if I have the windows down? Yep. All right. Firstly, where's the master key? It's in here somewhere. There we go. And we do that. Then we do that. And should we get this thing moving? Oh, I think we should. Right. Onwards to the ore terminal reception. Here we go. Building up. Building up. Ore. Ore. Aha! I'm moving. It's funny, I was like, oh, I can hear another train. No, you can just hear your own train now moving. Alright, nice and slow. Does it look like a cab light on in motion? At the moment. Got the instrument lights on, which is the most useful thing. Alright. Which a lot of southern services terminate. Ah, yes, ore station. Ore. Alright, so green light up here. We have the green light. Somehow things at the back of our lengthy ore train. Our train full of cans of Coke. Do trains actually get moved at this late at night? Oh yeah, they do. Freight trains go through the night. Because it's the perfect time for them to travel, because there's less passenger, well, there's no passenger trains happening. I can see the Milky Way. Let's do stargazing live. I've actually got, oh god, what's it called? Looks like a rejected member of Blur. Alex something, the Stargazer, the Starman. Oh god, I've forgotten his name. The space person. Whenever there's anything space related, he comes out. He's got a sort of like emo for Brian Cox. There you go, Baz Cox. Stargazing live with Brian Cox from the cab of a Class 37. Hey, look at that moon though. Still trundling along at 15 miles an hour in the yard. It's the Thornaby yard. Looks it, because this is, yeah, over there, I think. Somewhere in the gloom. There it is, the moon in the distance. Yeah, somewhere over there, I think. Actually, maybe not. There are wheel sets about. I think this is around the area where we parked up those Class 20s earlier. This is the Nightsdale crossing the Yorkshire border. This is the Nightsdale crossing the border of Yorkshire. They're those cows from earlier. Alright, this time we are not going to fail at the very, very last hurdle. Reminds me of the shipment forecast. No, it's actually in the style of the old Night Mail video poem thingy. It's that old sort of public announcement voice. It's like when you read like an advert from like the 1930s or 40s. You have to always read it in this kind of voice. Eat Cadbury's chocolate. It's delicious. It's jolly well tasty. Damn it, I just want some chocolate now. I have Chocky Bickies in the fridge though. I have some of them with a cup of tea after stream's done. How cows learn to speak. What, the moon? They saw the moon and went, moon. Original tube Mind the Gap. Yes, the one that's still at Embankment Station. Because the widow of the guy who did that voice just really missed his voice. So they put it back just there so his widow could hear him. Still play the original. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Just got a message by the way from my mom saying there's fires around Swanley, so that's great. That's good fun. As if this place needed to be any worse than it already was. Also, they've kind of missed their chance. The really, really hot days were a few weeks ago. Is it just me that thinks that the main character in Ashes to Ashes would be good as the Doctor? If you're talking about Phil Glenister, no, because I thought the exact same thing. And to be honest, Keely Hawes would be baller as well. Keely Baller would be awesome at that as well. I'm pretty excited for the guy they have got. It's very cool. Plus the fact he's pissed off the Won't Police. Very good. How dare an actor of colour play the role? My God! Because no creative decision these days. Sorry, I was just passing through. I didn't mean to cause a fire. Did you play your mixtape again? Mark, what have I told you about playing your mixtape around here? Sign up for DTG Live and my screen name isn't valid. Man, I have tried to sign both my parents up individually for like company or side project accounts on Instagram. Both of them, with the moment they signed up, Instagram was like, we've suspended your account forever. Don't even try and protest it. It's no use. Because f you. And they're both like, what? What did we do? And I'm like, I genuinely have no idea. I was so into my tunes, mate. Well, that's a late train. Morning. Up the evening. Definitely not morning. Anyway, I would like to point out we are now on the main line. We have green signals and a 45-mile-an-hour speed limit coming up. You know, I think you can. Good night. I think you can do the maths on that one. Midnight onwards, it is morning. Unfortunately, it's 9:30 in game, so 2.5 hours or so. Oh, what's that? We can go 45 miles an hour now. It's a shame if my hand slipped on the throttle lever. Oh no, that's exactly what's happened. Oh. I'm just gonna let you enjoy that. The absolute fire and brimstone. Forget limestone, this is fire and brimstone. It's like going full throttle on the GE90. I don't quite know what a GE90 is, but I assume that's a good thing. Aha! Another pair of 37s coming the other way. Just double thrashage. Quadruple thrashage. Green is always the best type of signal, I agree. So we do have to slow down again here. Not by much, but, you know, some. Some slowing needs to occur. Some slowing down needs to occur. And, it has. It actually has. My ears are in heaven. My entire body is in heaven here. Like Nick said earlier, erectional damage. Aha, we're heading through Middlesbrough again. It finally let me choose one. Not one I like, but still. The engine used on the world's biggest twin-engine plane, the 777. Newer versions are bigger than the 737. That's massive. Meantime, good evening, people of Middlesbrough. Good evening, people of Middlesbrough. Let's rock! The metal! This truly is heavy metal. Medels, bro. Alright. Come on. It's boring. I want to loud. I want to push the loud lever. Make noise like God just got out of bed and needed a really big chart. God just got out of bed after a brutal curry chicken vindaloo and decided, Jesus, you know what? I need to go and obliterate the porcelain. I need a massive shard. Or maybe just Judas Priest with blush. This thing is capable of making a sound like God fell out of bed and discovered he had an unpaid tax bill waiting for him. God woke up with a headache. Oh, we can speed up a little bit. Still better than nothing. Sutton. Oh, look at that. It's a lovely view. Wogan stretching out behind us. The Wogans. Look, listen, that works on multiple levels. Not only does that fit into my love of that skit from the two Ronnies, where you change O's, you change E's to O's, so dragons become Drogons. That also fits with the fact that there's legendary radio and telly personality Terry Wogan. Rest in peace. So I'm hauling the Wogans. I've got a train full of Wogans. Oh no, the speed limit's now 60. Just enjoy it. Might even turn up the volume. I think my ears might be about to actually explode, but I don't care. Hey! There we go. I believe that's where we were, the level we were at before. Sounds like God snorting coke. Sounds like a funny trumpet. That's one hell of a bassy trumpet. Is that a bass like a trombone that someone sat on? Or a tuba? Some nice skins, you know, yeah. Oh, you on the Creator Club thing? Having a look around. Let me know if you find anything interesting. And or terrible. It's like me and my friend were discussing this the other day. We live in a society. Really makes you think. We live in a society. But it's like the thing of like, nowadays it's better to be great or terrible. Because being mediocre just means you're forgettable. Like, even if you are cataclysmically terrible in some way, people remember you more than just being, you know, right, you know? Meantime, we're coming up on another station, another mile. There's no one at this station by the look of it. Not even one spotted with their camera, I'm surprised. Actually, Glasgow Subway 72 stock. Nice. Well, you know what? I've been meaning to play it on the stream, but I don't know if it will fill a full 3-hour stream. But I did recently get, thanks to Dovetail Games being an official Dovetail Games ambassador, thank you Dovetail Games, very, very much obliged, the Glasgow Subway route for Train Simulator Classic. It's a lot of fun. You know me and how much I like the real Glasgow Subway. I keep remembering that I'm going back up there soon. Very excited. Doing a big hecking excite. Oh, I really want to get to 60 miles an hour, but we do have to start slowing down. Yeah, we do have to kind of start doing that. Not by much, but, you know. The 45 miles an hour, it's coming up, you know. Oh, look at that! The flaming towers. The flaming towers. Oh, that is spectacular. Oh, what a photo opportunity. Hell yes, we're doing that. If only there wasn't so much pixelated grass in the way. Oh, hang on. Insane. Ah, we can't see it anymore. Oh, there it is. On, where is it? It's beyond the bridge. The two flaming towers. Look at that. Oh, look at that. The flaming towers of steel and might illuminating the backdrop to our Rumbly boys. That's fantastic. That is brilliant. Let's pick up the speed again. Yeah. Shout out to the channel. Hey, you know, I've got to get the plug in. Especially as I'm hoping to finally start bloody uploading some stuff to it next week. Flames! I like trains. I don't know if this is a shock to you. This is quite a surprise to you, but I really do. The Aura Terminal reception is over there. How about that for a backdrop? How about that? How about that? Have you ever, maybe once or twice, wait, for real? What's that? Well, I might be uploading videos on my... What a coincidence! I love trains too! Oh, wow! Wow! Well, we'll get on just fine. We will get on great. We'll get on great! 1.1 miles now to the Aura Terminal reception. Want Bren signals, we love that. Yellow signal, we're not so sure about that. We don't like that quite as much. Back it down a little bit. Uh-oh. Yeah, we really have to start slowing down now. Oops. There we go. All right, come on. Have you finished your Beppis? No. As it turns out. Now I have. Now I have. Alright, release the brakes again. Cheers. Yeah, definitely finished it now. Some NSE RR Electro Stars. Ooh. Had British Rail not been sold off by the Tories because they just have a fetish for selling people off. Selling people off. No, they have a fetish for murdering people by working the poor into the ground and oppressing them. They have a fetish for money. I like that. But then again, I like what-if liveries like that. I believe there's a new selection of Class 17 Clayton locomotives that have just been released by, I'm trying to think who it is, model locomotives I should say. Maybe Helljan in 00 gauge? And I think, because the class didn't last very long, they weren't very good. Would you put owning slaves beneath them? No. I think we are literally only days away from Liz Truss saying, you know what? If I win the Tory leadership contest, you know what I think? Never mind bringing back Fox on it, bring back slavery. Weren't that a great time for this country? Just bring back, why do we need to apologise for slavery? Hell, let's bring it back. It's been far too long. All this woke police nonsense. Gah. Human rights and worker conditions. When was this country truly great? 1700s, Liz. Yes. Child labour and prostitution. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Alright, meantime, we are trundling nice and slowly in to the terminal reception. Oh, look at this, the factory buildings. Plant buildings. Oh, moon! Moon in the distance. Little factory buildings lit up. It's a lovely time. It's a lovely time. We're just coasting in nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. God damn it, I need to stop doom scrolling. Don't we all? Don't we all, Paula? So, allow me to say, stop doom scrolling right now. Do something nice for yourself. / hydrate. / take any meds you need to. / you're lovely. / I'm aware that I do that all the time. Redcar British Steel should be nearby. We literally stopped at it earlier, Mark. So yes, you're right. I believe we are literally at the Redcar British Steel plant. We are at the plant that gives its name to Redcar British Steel, the station. British Steel. So, AKA, we are at the plant where, oh, did we? Yeah. We are now at the plant where Cybermen are constructed.
You have been rendered obsolete. You will be deleted.
Etc.
Scans detect that you are incompatible.
Etc. One of my favourite things in that two-parter, by the way, not only is the whole Roger Lloyd Packer's like evil Richard, like evil mad Richard Branson, basically, but the whole thing that when he is fully dying, I think the Cybermen just take him over and he becomes a Cyberman, but he's even got his own like wheelchair throne made of like cyber material. They designed the whole like Cyberman wheelchair design for him as well. It's like an epic throne. And we learned our lesson last time. The brakes take a moment to work. I said they'd take a moment to work. I said they'd take a moment to work. I said they... Yeah. Yeah. Never mind. No signal this time. Hey! There we go. Plus an extra 37. And we got a gold medal. Our only one in the entire bloody stream. But there we go. We are done for today. I didn't want to go out on a fail. You never want to quit on it. You never want to finish on a loss. Or go to bed on an argument. You never want to do that. So, there we go. We're all done for today. We're all done having fun. And thank you all so much for coming along to join me, as usual. Love you all very much. I hope you have had a fun time today. There's only one thing left for us to do. You know what time it is. We're going to head over and raid someone when Opera GX isn't spamming me with all these things that I don't want. Because its front page is now more click. Oh, hello. Is that a Shaw the Weeb that I see streaming right now? I think it bloody well is. I think it's time we go over and say hello. So, raid Shaw the Weeb. Yes. The running joke, I was like, when I stream at the same time as Charl, I'm like, I'll come and raid you if you're still streaming when I'm done. And she was like, not if I finish first. She's very sweet of her. And she has done that before. So now it's our turn. She's playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And she's a fabulous, fabulous, lovely, wonderful human being. So if you want to come over and hang out, you'll have a lot of fun. Whatever you do, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I'll be back here on Saturday for some Forza Motorsport 4, some more of that shenanigans. And, yeah, fun rest of your day. See you later.